picking up where we left off in Doki Outcast. I have a bit of a cold today. Actually, I've been kind of sick the last couple of days, and yeah, so my throat's really rough. I probably shouldn't be recording at all. Probably won't be able to do the voices like I've been trying to do in these recordings. But yeah, well, see how this goes. I had some free time. I wanted to at least put something out, so here I go. Where did I leave off? Oh yeah, exciting news. After that downer of Yuri not showing up, presumably after self-harming, and Riz's question was of did she not show up because she was ashamed and embarrassed about self-harming, or because she just like went too far with it and did something bad to herself. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I wake up and start getting ready for school. As I'm doing so, I get a text message. It's from Monica. Hey guys, I have some exciting news to share with you all at the club today. See you all there, Monica. Wonder what it could be. All of a sudden, I get another message. It's from Yuri. Oh, okay, it's from Yuri. I immediately open the message and read it. Hi, Tormuse. I'm sorry that I couldn't attend the club yesterday. I was feeling a little ill. Don't worry, I'm feeling better now. I'll see you later. I love you, Tormuse. I sigh in relief. She really is okay. Natsuki was right. I was being paranoid. I'm just glad to know Yuri's alright. I start making my way to school. On my way, I think back to the message from Monica. She said that she has some exciting news. I wonder what she has in store for us. Just the normal lectures for today. I've been eagerly anticipating for the bell to ring. Just a little bit longer. That's finally over. I walk out into the corridor and make my make my way to the club. Excuse me. Hey, Tormuse. So glad to have you. Did you see the message I sent this morning? Hey, Monica. I did, yes. What's the news? I'll share with you all in just a moment. You can go ahead and have a seat in the front row. I have some desks lined up for today's meeting. Sounds good. I look behind Monica, and there are 4 desks lined up. Sarah and Natsuki are chatting together. I see Yuri on the far end. She looks up from her book and sees me. I go and sit next to her. Hey, Yuri. I give Yuri a small kiss on the cheek. Aw. She averts her gaze. I see her blushing from the corner of my eye. Hi, Tormuse. How are you today? I'm good, thank you. I was a little worried about you yesterday. I'm sorry, Tormuse. I didn't mean to make you worry. No, it's okay. I just care about you, Yuri. Thank you, Tormuse. It's very endearing of you. Of course, you mean a lot to me. I just know that I'm here if you need anything. Yuri timidly nods. So, do you know what Monica's wanting to tell us? I'm not sure, to be honest. We'll just have to find out. I suppose so. Okay, everyone. I wanted to discuss something with you all. I remained silent. I know that the festival has passed and it wasn't very successful, but the student council has informed me that there's going to be a talent show in 3 weeks. I'm the first one to speak up. A talent show? Monica nods. With that being said, I think we should put on a performance for the event. What do you guys think? Everyone stares at each other for a moment. Sarah's the first one to speak up. I'm in. We can totally do it. That's the spirit, Sayori. I don't mind participating. I think this would be a great way to redeem ourselves. Thank you, Tormuse. I knew I could count on you. I'm slightly blushing as Monica says this. Thankfully, nobody seems to notice. Natsuki? Yuri? Come on, guys, please. I know you guys can do it. Alright, fine. I'll do it. Great, what about you, Yuri? I'm not sure if I can. Oh, come on, Yuri. I know you can do it. I don't know, Monica. Monica appears a little worried. Yuri's trying to find a way out of this. I know she can do it. She just needs to be convinced. Please, Yuri? I know it sounds scary, but you can do this. We believe in you. I believe in you. Yuri hesitates for a moment. Oh, okay. I'll do it. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Yuri. You're the best. I recommend picking up or making a poem recite for the event. Practice as much as you can. You don't worry about decorations this time, just the recital. This is a different. Yeah, sorry. I'm just thinking. It's a different event from a literature club event, so maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be poetry themed. Oh well, I don't know. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys. This really means a lot. Manga heads back to her desk. Sari and Natsuki continue their conversation. I turn to Yuri. She looks as frightened as ever. Oh no. Come on, Yuri. You'll be fine this time. I know it. Contrary to what you might think, you're very good at reciting poetry. I appreciate the compliment, Tormuse, but I'm just not ready yet. This was a disaster, all because of me. I can't foresee this event even having a different outcome. I'll just end up embarrassing myself in the club again. Yeah, you see? All the more reason to choose a different talent for the talent show. But, oh well, let's see what happens. Let's see how this goes. Yuri's holding her hands together in fear. I want her to be successful, so I'm going to do the only thing I can think of. Well, what if I help you practice? You do that for me, Tormuse. Of course, Yuri. It's the least I can do. Thank you, Tormuse. Your generosity truly has no limit. Yuri then gently places a kiss on my cheek, making me blush in the process. You're welcome. Shall I get started then? I think now would be a good time, yes. Yuri retrieves her poem from her bag and we begin our practice session. I help Yuri practice for the remainder of the club. She still has to work on her confidence, but I can tell that she's improving. I just hope she'll be ready for the show. Only time will tell. Okay, everyone, I think that just about wraps up the meeting for today. Any last minute questions? I think I'm good. I'm ready. I'm good to go. Nothing that I can think of. I'd say I'm more confident in myself, though. I'm glad to hear that, Yuri. Just keep practicing and we'll hit it out of the park for sure. See you guys tomorrow. Everyone starts packing their things and we leave. Yuri and I head out into the corridor. Right. I can't help thinking, hit it out of the park. It's very, baseball reference, very American, which is kind of funny when considering this takes place in Japan. Japan in massive air quotes, because is it really Japan? That's about drew attention to that. There's a lot of Americanizations in the game. Anyway, sorry, I'm overanalyzing things again. As we're walking, I feel a slight tug on my jacket. Tormuse, do you think we could practice a little more? I'd understand if you don't want to. Sure, I don't see why not. Anything for you, Yuri. Yuri beams at me with joy. Sorry, I just love that expression. It's adorable. I noticed Magic using that particular expression a lot in this mod, and I approve. Where would you like to go? Maybe we could go to the courtyard. Sounds like a great idea. I take Yuri's hand and we start walking to the school courtyard. As we're making our way to the courtyard, I see someone in the distance. Uh-oh. It's that student again. Clyde, I think was his name. Grabbing some books out of his locker, I stop walking. What's wrong, Tormuse? Simply point in his general direction. Yuri notices almost immediately. She looks very worried. Hey, let's not worry about him. We can just walk past him. I don't think he even knows we're here. Okay. We start walking, but hopefully he doesn't notice us. He still hasn't finished with his locker. I think we're good. Yuri sighs in relief. We finally make it to the courtyard. Oh, okay. Thought for sure something's going to happen there. Okay. Oh, hey, new music. Yuri puts her hands together. I can tell she's excited. Spring is wonderful, don't you agree? I agree, it's wonderful. Oh, forgive me, Tormuse. I'm getting distracted. No, don't be sorry. Did we have a time jump? Wasn't it like winter and like snowy a couple of episodes back? Anyway. Don't be sorry. I enjoy this weather as well. I'm glad. Where would you like to sit? Look around for a good location. Even though school is over, the courtyard is filled with students. Looks like some are here for clubs, studying, or just to pass the time. Most of the benches are taken. However, I notice that the fountain isn't occupied with students. Let's sit by the fountain. Good idea, Tormuse. We walk over to the fountain and sit down. Yuri pulls out her poem and starts reciting. Out in public? Considering she's trying to build up her confidence to perform in front of people, like doing it outdoors when there's a crowd of people around, is this really the best location for this? I don't know. I mean, I have to imagine this would be pretty scary for Yuri. But anyway. Yuri pulls out her poem and starts reciting. Yuri closes her eyes as she does so. When she reads, she applies the appropriate tone for her poem. She lowers and raises her voice at certain points to emphasize her feelings and emotions. I simply watch her, amazed. I envy Yuri's reading abilities. How is that? Even better than last time. Do you feel like you're improving? I do, actually. I'm proud of myself. You should feel proud. I knew you could do it. Thank you. We sit in silence, admiring each other. All of a sudden, someone walks up to us. It's him. Well, if it isn't the two lovebirds, Romeo and Juliet, what are you guys up to? Reading poetry to each other? How cute. What do you want? Nothing, I'm just saying hello. Not allowed to do that? We're trying to practice for an event. Could you please just leave us alone? He gives me a sinister smile. Oh, sure. How rude of me. I'll leave you guys to it then. He starts to walk off. All of a sudden, he trips into Yuri, causing her to fall backwards into the... Oh. Fall backwards into the fountain. Yikes. Splash. Everyone in the courtyard now has their attention on us. Yuri! He regains his balance. I look at him angrily. Oh, I'm sorry. It was just an accident. Honestly, he then walks off. I try to grab Yuri out of the fountain. She struggles at first, but finally manages to get out. She's soaking wet. Yuri, are you alright? She shakes her head. Yuri begins sobbing. All the students are looking at us. Some are shocked while others are laughing. I turn and face a crowd of laughing students. What are you guys laughing at? You think this is funny? Students stop laughing. Everyone is quiet. I face Yuri again. Yuri, I didn't get to finish my sentences. Yuri runs out of the courtyard, her hands covering her face. I call out to her, Yuri! She doesn't look back. Yuri, wait! Again, she doesn't respond. I sit back down in the fountain. Yuri... Let's... More voice acting. I enter my house soaking wet.
I was so embarrassed that I just ran. People will never look at me the same way again. It's all over. My life is over.
It's a bit of catastrophizing there. Oh no. Next chapter's entitled, where's Yuri? Yeah, catastrophizing. It's something lifted from my books about depression, anxiety, and so on. It's common for people who are sorry, I couldn't resist. For people who experience like clinical depression or anxiety, those mood disorders. It's common for them to build up negative events in their minds. It's a cognitive distortion. It's called catastrophizing. It's a recognized psychological phenomena of going from seemingly little thing to saying, my life is over. It's when you put it that way, when you're like saying it out loud, I fell in the fountain, therefore my life was over. There's no logic in it, but it's just something that like a depressed person's mind it just does to itself. It's that feedback loop in the brain that negative emotions feed themselves and build themselves up. Anyway, I'm rambling here. I should just go on. Okay, chapter 4. Where's Yuri? I wake up and turn off my alarm, stretching as I get out of bed. I then check my phone for any messages. Please, Yuri. Nothing. I actually blew up Yuri's phone the other day with calls and text messages. She ran so fast I didn't have a chance to say anything to her. I was worried about her. I still am. Part of me thought that I should just go to her house and check on her. Well, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you? That seems like it would be a good thing to do, all things considered. Especially considering she just revealed to you that, she's prone to self-harm. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. Like, you can't force her to talk to you, but anyway, like, I mean, and sometimes the best thing you can do is at least let them know you're there for them if they want to talk to you. But I don't know. Anyway, another part of me thought that it was best to just leave her alone. I'm so conflicted with myself. Maybe she'd come to school today. Then again, I would find it hard to go as well. I would find it hard to go as well after what happened yesterday. Find it hard to go as well. Sorry, what? I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm thrown by that sentence. I'm not even sure what that's supposed to say. I'm assuming that's another typo of some kind. Hopefully, Yuri gets back to me at some point. Today has been dreadfully slow, almost as time had stopped entirely. I'm constantly checking my phone for any messages, still nothing. Put my head down on my desk. All of a sudden, I hear the school bell ring. The students leave, and I sit for a moment. Tormuse? Eh? Are you alright? Yeah, I'm fine, just a little distracted, I guess. Something bothering you? Would you like to talk about it? No, I think I'm good. I appreciate it, though. Alright, I'm always here if you need some help. Thank you, Mrs. Audi. Anytime. I get my things and make my way to the exit. Wait, Tormuse. I turn around. I have your assignment graded. Would you like it back now? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. If you wouldn't mind, that would be great. Mrs. Audi hands my assignment. I was about to leave, but she stops me again. You know, it was very well written. I turn around once more. Really? She nods. Hey, more new music. I'd like to comment a bit more, if I may. Sure. This girl you wrote about, Yuri. I nod. She must be a big inspiration to you, am I correct? Very much so. She has introduced me to so many new hobbies, and is just an amazing person. She even made me a better person in a way. I could see that in your writing. You give it your best, Tormuse. I often grade assignments that have no passion or effort into them. Students will just turn them in because they have to. This one, however, it kind of inspired me in a way. It did. Indeed. It made me realize that there are people in life that you must cherish, because one day they will be gone. Is this some... What are you saying, Mrs. Addy? This is some kind of foreshadowing. I did unfortunately come across a spoiler for this mod, by the way, and I have a feeling that this is. I probably shouldn't have said that. I think I'm pretty sure that is some kind of some foreshadowing there. All I'm gonna say is, people, tag your spoilers. Like, seriously, tag your gosh darn spoilers. People don't like things spoiled before they play the game or see the show or whatever. It's more interesting, more fun when it's a surprise. So, more emotionally impactful or whatever. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on. And losing someone important to you can be devastating. It's a silly thought, I know, but I have a family I don't get to see as much as I like. Granted, my husband is working a lot too, but you reminded me to tell him on occasion how much he means to me. He's always been there when I needed him the most. During the good times and the bad. As Mrs. Addy explains herself, she takes off her glasses and sets them on the desk. She then takes both hands and wipes her face. Is she crying? This is... This might be getting a bit professionally inappropriate here. A teacher to be revealing that much of herself to her student, but let's see. Mrs. Addy, are you alright? Forgive me, Tormuse. Things like this just make me emotional. Mrs. Addy puts her glasses back on. She adjusts them back before going back to speaking. What I'm trying to say is, just thank you for reminding me to enjoy the little things, Tormuse. Enjoy the little things. Thank you, Mrs. Addy. That means a lot to me, and you're welcome. Mrs. Addy nods, and she goes back to grading her assignments. I take my assignment and neatly put it into my folder. I then exit the room and make my way to the club. I enter the club room. Monica comes up to me. Hi, Tormuse. Hey, Monica. Oh, she looks unhappy. Is something wrong? I was just wondering where Yuri was. Oh, she's not here today? I was hoping she would be. I'm sorry, Tormuse, but she's not here. I haven't seen her at all today. I'm honestly not surprised. I'm not surprised she didn't come, especially after what happened yesterday. You heard about what happened? Unfortunately, yes. I feel so terrible for Yuri. Me too. I'm trying desperately to contact her, but she hasn't replied. I'm sure she'll be fine, Tormuse. It's best not to dwell on it. She'll get back to you. I know it. Just give her some time. Yeah, of course. I'm just going to practice reciting some more for today. Sure, go right ahead. Hope it goes well. Thanks, Monica. Monica walks back to her desk, and I do the same. Pull up my poem that I've been practicing. It's a new poem that I wrote specifically for the event. I'm getting better at writing, and I personally feel that's some of my best work. I read it in my head. A few minutes pass. As I'm reading, I feel my head hurting more and more. Hurting. Tormuse? Eh? Turn around and see Sayori. Oh, hey, Sayori. Are you okay, Tormuse? Yeah, I'm fine. I just have a minor headache. I say minor, but it feels as if my head is being drilled into. I've had a headache like this before. Do you want to take a small nap? Might make you feel better. I mean, do you guys mind? I've been reciting my poem for a while. I think it'll be okay. Sure, Monica will understand. Alright, thank you, Sayori. No problem, Tormuse. I hope you feel better. On to Sayori, she goes back to her seat. I move the items from my desk and put them into my bag. I then put my head down on my desk. Even though my head is throbbing with pain, I find myself feeling more relaxed. More and more relaxed. Is dream sequence coming? Is this going to be more?
I can't do this anymore. I've been trying to convince myself that things would get better, but they haven't. Nobody at school likes me. They laugh at me. They despise me. I'm just an embarrassment to them. It would be better if I just disappeared. No one will care if I'm gone.
Tormuse? Tormuse? Wake up, Tormuse! Breathing heavily, I'm suddenly jolted awake. I wipe my face, completely drenched in sweat. Natsuki, Monica, and Sayori are standing in front of me, very concerned. What's going on? What happened? You fell asleep, Tormuse, but we heard you muttering in your sleep. I think you're having a nightmare. A nightmare? Yeah, it sounds serious. Are you okay? Yeah, it's just, I was reading my poem and my head started hurting. I drifted off afterwards. I can't remember much about the dream. All I can remember was that Yuri was in it. It sounded like she was in trouble. Oh, for goodness sake. Yuri's fine. It's just a dream. I know, I just felt so real. Natsuki sits back down at her desk, clearly frustrated with me. Tormuse, I think Natsuki's right. What do you mean? I know you care about Yuri, but it was just a dream. I'm sure she's at home safe and sound. I was about to answer, but I hesitated. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Really am just being paranoid about this. Or am I? What should I do? Well, I kind of already said I wanted to check on Yuri, so that's the option I'm leaning toward. Incidentally, you know, all those like campaigns and stuff, they talk about things like bullying or depression or whatever, where they say it gets better. Stuff like that little internal monologue, that's why those sorts of campaigns exist, because for someone who's in a depressed state, they feel like it feels like things won't get better. That's the most insidious part of depression, is that it tricks you into thinking that things won't get better. But they can, you know. It's something important. It's really important to keep in mind when you're in that state, to help you know, help you get through the worst of it. it often, like, when you're in that, I mean, it's easy to say, like, from an outsider's perspective, that it'll get better. When you're in that state, it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like it will get better. It really doesn't. It feels like it's never going to end. You know, that's the kind of thing that, you know, makes people who are suicidal go through with it. For instance, I'm not going to say any more about that subject now. I'm just going to go check on Yuri now. I'm sorry, guys. Tormuse, I have to go check on her. I can't shake this weird feeling until I know she's okay. But Tormuse, ignoring Monika's plea, I rush out the door. Should probably be plea instead of plead. Sorry. Proofreading. There was another instance of plead instead of plea earlier on, too, in one of the previous chapters, but it was an emotional moment. I didn't want to comment on it. Sorry. I feel bad for leaving, but I'm worried about Yuri. I start running at top speed to get to Yuri's house. I haven't run like this for some time, because I realize how out of shape I am. After a vigorous run, I finally make it to Yuri's house. I knock on the door and patiently wait for an answer. Nothing. I try opening the door. To my surprise, the door is unlocked. Is there any reason Yuri would leave it unlocked? Time to question. I enter Yuri's house. I am more than slightly concerned about where this is going now. I close the door behind me and begin walking through the house. It's quiet. Yuri, it's Tormuse. Are you here? There's nothing to be heard except for the sound of my own breathing. I decide to check the living room. Yuri? She's not here either. I'll make my way to Yuri's bedroom instead. He's going to gently open the door. The door is closed. Even if it's an invasion of privacy, I have to do this. I open the door. Yuri, I wanted to see... Tormuse! Yuri, no! Yuri's holding a knife up to her wrist. Nearly go in to retrieve it from her. I practically tackle her before she had the chance. We fall into the bed. Yuri drops the knife. She starts crying. Yuri, what are you thinking? I get up from the bed. I pick up the knife and place it back on the shelf. Yuri remains sitting, her face buried in her hands. She's breathing heavily through her sobs. She looks at me. I'm sorry. Yuri, please tell me you weren't seriously going to do it. Why? After what happened at school, I thought that was the end for me. I mean, I wasn't the most interesting person at school. I wasn't very well known either, but now everyone will make fun of me. I'll be laughingstock the rest of my days. No one ever cared if I was gone. I thought it would be a necessary action. This isn't the way out, Yuri. I would have cared. What would have happened if I didn't get here in time? Well, what about the girls? What would they think? What about your own father? He looks away, ashamed. Yuri's now realized the ramifications for what would have happened. I walk back over to the bed and sit down next to Yuri. Tormuse. I look over at Yuri. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking rationally. There's that CG again. I don't respond. I'm save it again. It's a nice CG. It's nice artwork. I don't respond. Instead, I hug Yuri very tightly. She returns my embrace. She proceeds to cry into my shirt. You hate me now. I was selfish and messed up everything. I understand if you don't want to continue dating. I couldn't fathom what Yuri was about to do. She's already done a lot of harm to herself. I want to be there for Yuri, but I don't know if I can help her. Get her professional help. Sorry. Oh. That's something that would have been good to encourage when you first found out about it. Okay, moving on. I love her, but what would be the best thing for me to do? Should I forgive Yuri? What do you mean forgive her? Like... What kind of question is that? Should I forgive her? Like... It's not like she was doing that to you. It's not like it's something she needs to apologize to you for. Like, come on. I'm here for you, or I'm sorry? Well, I mean... I mean, I guess they're both potentially good things to say, but probably my "I'm here for you" is the stronger choice. I'm not quite sure what I'm sort of like I'm. I mean, part of me is thinking he did the typical the typical reaction when someone's talking about suicide. And I talked about this in my own mod, which I made, Sarah Says No to Suicide. One of the common responses to someone claiming to be suicidal is, oh, think about the people you leave behind. What will people think, and so on. And trying to make the person's feelings about, it's trying to make them feel bad about it, trying to make them feel guilty, and trying to guilt them out of killing themselves. And I mean, granted, there could be situations where that could work for some people, okay, but for the most part, it's not really a good thing to say to people, because if someone has made the decision to end their life, they've probably already thought about those things. They've already they're probably past caring about that sort of thing, and they probably already feel really terrible, and trying to lay guilt on top of that potentially makes things worse and makes them go further into that spiral, that feedback loop of I'm such a terrible person, I'm not thinking of the other people, and I'm being so selfish in doing this, and I'm such a selfish person, and it just continues that feedback, that downward spiral that depression does. It's not the best thing to say to someone who's depressed, who's suicidal, I should say. So I kind of want to say I'm sorry for trying to lay guilt on you as my first reaction to learning that you're feeling suicidal. That's something might be worth apologizing for. But in this context, I have a feeling this is more like I'm sorry, but I have to leave, which is not at all appropriate right now. So I'm here for you. It's just a better choice what I'm getting at here with all this rambling. Here we go. I'm here for you. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for you. I always will be. Really? Of course. I'm not mad at you. I was afraid of losing you. But I'm a burden. All of the students don't like me. Worst of all, they'll make fun of you now because you're with me. I don't want that for you. You deserve so much better. Who cares what they think? If they made fun of me for the rest of my life, it won't change the way I feel about you. I want to be with you. Don't you understand? Yes. I've loved you since I met you, Yuri. I didn't know how to express my feelings back then, but I know them right now. You mean the world to me. I don't want to live in a world where you're not by my side. There's that all or nothing thinking. I mean, it sounds romantic and all, but strictly speaking, it's not the most healthy mentality. especially in the context of a conversation about Yuri just expressed that she wants to disappear. It's pretty strong, I mean, she didn't say specifically she's thinking of killing herself, but it's pretty strong implied that's what she's about to do. So this sort of sentiment is, I don't know. It comes across as more the guilt tripping, and also just being so emotionally dependent on someone that you don't want to live is kind of worrying. I mean, maybe both of them belong in therapy. Well, let's see where it goes. And again, it's entirely possible. I'm just overanalyzing. That's just what I do. I'm sorry. I should just go on. Your subs in between your sentences. Do you really mean that? Of course. There's a few students don't care about you. There are people who do. I love you, Yuri. The girls love you. Your father loves you. You'd be devastated if you were gone. I've been with you for this long, and I won't give up on you. I love you too, Tormes. I want to hold you and never let go. You and I continue hugging. You hold her close and pat her head. We'll smile. Thank you, Tormes, for saving me. If you hadn't shown up, I most likely would have done it. You don't have to thank me. We then slowly release each other. We should work on this problem before it gets worse. Get professional help. Seek therapy. Sorry. I understand. I did say I'd go to therapy with you. Thank you. Should we give it a try? Oh, okay. Don't worry. I'll be right by your side the entire time. I know you will. About the girls and your father. Don't worry. I'll tell them. They deserve to know. Do they? Do you need to tell them, really? This feels like it's heading towards the end. Next through chapter 5. I have a feeling I should wrap up this recording and probably do the next as its own thing. Yeah, I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna come back to this again. I'm hoping I'm not rambling too much. I just have strong feelings about these sort of subjects. Just mental health, depression, anxiety, social anxiety, social isolation, and bullying, and the effects on mental health thereof. I mean, I made 2 mods about this subject, so obviously I have strong feelings about that. So I tend to get on my soapbox a bit. So sorry if I rambled on too long about that. But yeah, again, I think it's a good time to wrap this up, and until next time.